Hello everybody, my name is Crimson and welcome back to my channel. In this video I just wanted to showcase some of the art books that I have bought in my recent haul. This is going to be part 1 of a two-parter for the art book haul number 3, just because only about half of them have arrived so far. The other half aren't meant to arrive for at least another month, maybe month and a half. But I figured that I have enough books here to warrant a video. Not going to spend too much time on the intro, however, I do apologize if you guys can hear any background noise. My PC is on in the background, and when I record these videos I usually have my PC off, but I just have it on just because I'm installing a game right now. So without further ado, let's just get into the books. So first up is the Nioh and Nioh 2 official artworks. Nioh is one of my favorite games, especially Nioh 2. I actually prefer Nioh 2 to Nioh 1. However, I played Nioh 2 first, and maybe that's why. Nioh 1 is still great, but in my opinion the second game is better. As you guys know, I'm a huge From Software, Soulsborne fan, and personally I think that the Nioh games are the best non-From Software Souls-like games. I know there's many games in this genre now. It is the best of the non-From Software Soulsborne games. So yeah, really glad I got this art book. I actually did not know that this existed, but someone recommended it to me on Reddit, and they had it on Amazon UK, so I bought it right away. Next up is the art of God of War. This is for the newer God of War games, specifically the first God of War. I know it's a very controversial game in terms of people liking it, people disliking it. Personally, I absolutely love the first new God of War. I have not played Ragnarok yet. I have tried a couple of times, and I don't know why. I don't enjoy it as much as the first game. However, the in-game art and world is absolutely beautiful, and I can only imagine what the contents of this book is like. Also, I should probably mention, I have not actually gone through that much of any of these books. I've just kind of skimmed through them. I'm saving going through them properly before I actually record each video. So yeah, really good book, available on Amazon for, I think it was €40, and I think you can get it on eBay for maybe a little bit less, but then you end up having to pay more shipping. So yeah, next up is a small art book, and it is one that I have wanted for a very long time, and that is the Hollow Knight Wanderer's Journal. Hollow Knight is probably in my top 3 indie games of all time, and is an amazing blend of Souls-like and Metroidvania. I'm actually not that big of a fan of Metroidvania games, but Hollow Knight is the exception to the rule. It is an incredible game. This isn't what I would consider a standard art book. However, it has a lot of pictures of all of the different characters and enemy types with descriptions of all of them, so it's going to be really cool to go through. Also, something that is even more important than the art book itself, in my opinion, is it comes with a bookmark. So we now have officially on Crimson Artbooks our first ever bookmark. It took me about 15 videos and 900 subscribers later, but we now have a bookmark and I plan to get this laminated. We will no longer be using the eyedrop bookmark, which I have been using for the last about 6 months or so. So yeah, really cool art book. It has like an embossed logo and stuff up here. Really good art book. You can get this one for about between 50 to 60 euro on eBay. And yeah, I was really proud that I managed to finally get this, because this has been on my list for a very long time. Next up is an art book that I did not actually know existed until I did this haul, but I am so glad that I managed to find it, and that is The Art of Halo 3. So I have many Halo art books, some covering this series as a whole, some covering it as an encyclopedia, some covering the Bungie era games, some covering the 343 era games. However, this one is specifically just for Halo 3, which is one of my favorite games of the Bungie games. I much prefer the Bungie games to the 343 games, but that's just my personal opinion. What is interesting about this art book is the fact that it has both art of the stuff that made it into the final game, such as weapons, vehicles, and enemies, but it also has concept arts of all of those things as well. So you get to see, for example, I know I'm contradicting myself. I did have a look through this art book. It has art of, say, some of the brutes that made it into the final game, as well as some of the brutes that did not make it into the final game, which I just think is so cool. And some of the brute concept art is really cool, and that just goes for a lot of the enemies, and I really wish that some of the concept art brutes made it into the final game. Moving on, this next book is a grail book of mine. I have wanted this book for so long, but finding it has been beyond a hassle, between being hard to find and being expensive. And by expensive, I mean like 1,000 euros plus. I finally managed to get it on eBay for 150 euros, which in my opinion is a steal. And that is The Art of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. As you guys know, I'm a huge Metal Gear fan. Big Boss is one of my favorite characters, since I adore one-eyed characters because I relate to them quite a lot. So with this book, I now have the art books for all of the Metal Gear games except for the Peace Walker art book. It is one of the art books that I am planning on getting for the next art book haul, just because I'm trying to conserve what I buy in terms of price and stuff. The Peace Walker art book costs about 250 euro new, and you can only buy it brand new. You can't find it anywhere, like on eBay or anything. But yeah, this book, I honestly never thought that I would actually get this book based on the prices. If you go on Amazon or anything and you look up this book, you will see the price that I am talking about, and it is absolutely insane in my opinion. So, next up is the Devil May Cry 5 art book. Devil May Cry is one of my favorite character action games, or spectacle fighters, depending on which term you prefer. And the art book for DMC 1 through 4 is one of the art books that I am waiting for it to arrive. However, DMC5 was actually my introduction to the series, and I had no idea what the series was about going in, and DMC5 made me absolutely fall in love with it. The story isn't nothing special, since I mainly prefer story-based games. However, the combat and everything makes this game well worth it. Even if you don't like this genre, I would highly recommend it. So yeah, it has art for the official stuff that made it into the game. It has art for concept art, the characters, the enemies, the environments. It is so cool. I did manage just to have a little bit of a brief look through. I only looked at about 4 pages of it, but I think it is absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to cover this. And last is the volume 2 of the Elden Ring official artbook. I ordered both the volume 1 and volume 2. However, the volume 1, despite me ordering it a week prior, is not set to arrive for another month, whereas this one has already arrived. So it is yet another From Software Artbook, which I am always happy to have, and this actually makes, or once I get the part 1 book, that will be me having all of the From Software art books. I believe that they are actually making a part 3 or a volume 3 book for Elden Ring, based on the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, which I will be picking up immediately. And yeah, I'm not gonna go into any more detail about this. As you can see, we have a knight who appears to be being consumed by the flame of frenzy, which is really cool. I always like the frenzy incantations in Elden Ring, because I always play a strength faith character. So yeah, that's it for this series. I will say the cover on this is really cool, and it has a little bit of information on the back about Elden Ring. And yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but the flame of frenzy kind of has this like weird effect that it changes when you turn it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but yeah, so that is it for this little haul video. As I said, this is part 1 of a 2-parter for the artbook haul part 3, just because, like I said at the start, the other half of the haul won't arrive for about another month and a half, and I just wanted to put this video out. So thank you for watching. As always, I really appreciate all of your viewership. I don't often ask this because I don't like asking for comments or likes or subscribers or anything in my videos. However, for this video, leave a comment below saying which of the art books shown here you would like to see featured first, and then I will be sure to cover that book first whenever I get to these sections, because I kind of already have a semi-based quote-unquote schedule for what books I'm going to be covering. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Crimson, and I'll see you guys in the next one.